a line piece, isn't it? It's not a line. I don't even have a line yet. Ask away. I feel up. No, not really. I wanted to say I feel like being interrupted anyway, but I don't know. What is it about? The direction is from to to. Blech. What a sentence. You don't have a PC. Man, that's serious. I don't know if it's possible to... how old are you, if I may ask? Because that sounds like a whole adventure. You're using a phone or a tablet? Never mind me. The younger you are, the more likely I'm to help. But don't lie about it. On a phone, oh my god. Did you root your phone then? Yeah, how else can you use a phone to compile stuff? Or do you have some kind of terminal application or so with a prompt? I mean, I wish I could do that. Yeah, I have a phone. I bought a phone that's an Android phone because Android is Linux, and I thought then I have a Linux computer in my pocket. But they made it such a black box. You can't do anything. There is no prompt. You can hardly access anything. It's horrible. So yeah, I'm kind of curious how you manage to compile or edit stuff and then compile it at all. Anyway, I never did that. I don't know how to do it, and I never programmed on Android to begin with. The only thing I could help you with is do a Google. SDL3. So never heard of that. So I don't know, man. I would say Google it. It's more likely to get something than from me. I'm contemplating to direct this constructor to the constructor from line, which I still have to write, because it should be possible to construct a line from 2 points. So I could just say direction line 2,4. That should work. But I also still have to write a line, so let's begin with that, I guess. So at the very least, that line must be constructible from 2 points. I think I'm going to need 2 lines. A line piece that is just between 2 points, and an actual line that goes through a point and has a direction. But hey, then that line depends on the direction. So I definitely can't use that. So I'm going to call it line piece, I guess, for this one. Seifel. How is Mr. Seifel? Or Seifel? Seifel? Yeah, I would say yes too. I hate the question, how are you? So I usually say yes. What the hell? Why am I suddenly coughing? It's unbelievable. Oh, from 2. Okay, I can't do this yet. So let's make a line piece. Pragma once. Namespace. Cairo. Window. Class. Line piece. The private, it was already private, but hey. The line piece exists of 2 points. Must be able to construct it. Obviously. From 2 points. Yup, I'm going to need accessors, obviously, also. So obvious, unbelievable. Return from and 2 and apparently I want to have a length. I'm contemplating adding it. I mean, I can write x times x, but if x has to be calculated, then things start to look weird, you know? I mean, So the whole calculation here, and then again the whole calculation there, and so no. So then we'd have to declare a local variable here to do that, and I would rather do utils square and then pass whatever I want to square. I think I'll just have to do that. For the square root. Maybe the length is not, yeah, it's the length of the line piece. And now I have to write this first. Util square. Because any type, right? Absolutely any type, as long as it defines a multiplication. Do want to return a t. We take 2. Well, I'll take an argument. Since this is a defined, since this is a template, it's defined in the header, so it is easy to inline it. So the compiler is probably going to remove the whole reference thingy. If t is a built-in type, I don't think I have to take special care of that, because if normally, I mean, especially when I use square because I want to, or I have to calculate the argument, it's usually by value. It's a reference to a temporary here. I don't want to create a temporary and then a reference to it and then pass the reference to a function of t, a member function of t, or what? No, but it's a friend function. But on the other hand, you know, I think this is probably better. anyways. Start making a copy, and I'm multiplying it using this operator. So now it's really a member function. But yeah, we could specialize it using I don't know. There's a concept for built-in types. Let's ask ChatGPT. Does C++20 have a concept for built-in types? Built-in types that can be multiplied. I think there is a concept for integral types as well as floating point types. It even wrote a square. Okay, I changed my mind. It's using it by value here, and instead of a constant reference, and that's actually perfectly okay because, well, not in this case, but in my case, I'm literally creating one here, so I might as well make this a by value, and now we just have that. And then we just can multiply it like that. Except now it's maybe a little bit dangerous that I'm using arguments and then write to arguments as well. On the other hand, I would say it can't start writing until it has calculated it. So it has to calculate, is that true? Well, certainly for built-in types. It doesn't look safe, I have to say. Shit. Oh, I turn arg. In that case, I don't have to specialize it for built-in types because they just work perfectly. So this would create an default constructor T, I think, on the stack. And this T should take that same space because I return it. But I'm not sure if that even works for arguments. It would work if you declared here. But suppose that what would happen, then I would construct a T on the stack. The caller would construct a T on the stack and say calculate difference, put that in there, and then call this on it to get the square. And then the whole return is actually non-existent because it uses copy elation. The answer is already there. So it's definitely the fastest way to do it, except when either you don't get copy elation when this is an argument, and or well, of course it's going to be optimal anyway after inlining, but even if you don't use optimization, the copy elation still works. And I wonder if it does. I should probably check it with cold bolt. Probably let's just do that. I'm gonna go to cold bolt. Let's do why is this filter stuff? No, need some function. Let's use double if an external to turn the square of a why does it want main? Did I ask who? What the hell, man? Yeah, whatever. How do I get rid of my... If anyone understands this, how do I stop it from trying to link? Executor. You just don't want an executor. But then what do I want? And more importantly, how do I add anything back here now? I deleted everything. Add source editor, no. Div, no. Tree, no. More. Settings. Reset code and user layout. I don't want to reset my code. Just user layout would be nice, but yeah, you cannot choose just that. Open a new tab. What? Templates. Oh, there's a template. This is what I want. Preview. So, now what? Do I get this now? What do I have to click here? Template name. Assembly. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Nothing. Clearly I'm struggling here. Type your code here. It's suddenly an int square. It's very coincidental. Nothing, you know, it just doesn't even change. Okay, forget it. I want to compile this. Thank you. Yes. How? Compile. Now you're talking. Except that I don't see them both at the same time for some reason. Why not? Why do we only see one of them at a time? Oh, now I see two. No, not really. If you put it back. Oh, now I see two. God, Bolt knows how that works. Does it look optimized? How can I optimize this? Output. Ah, there it is. No linking, no executing. This is what I wanted. Filter. Overrides. I don't care. Add new. Add tool. Do I have to manually type in that it has to optimize this? Oh yeah, that's that's not useful either. No, As with optimization, it's a single assembly instruction. Well, great. But then, and still, oops, let's try 0. Still null. It seems to copy it from the stack to a register. And then, again, yeah, who says you have to use a volatile? Why is it doing that twice? Huh? It's so weird, man. It moves it from here to there and then back. And then again with the direction. Move this to that and then back. What? That makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. Anyway, let's see if it indeed changes a little bit. If we do the result here. Constructed from R. And then result. And here also result. It's kind of the same code, it seems. Except that now it just uses two different places on the stack. RBP minus 24 and minus 8. And then if you change this as a console reference, that makes it considerably worse. Considerably. Yeah, considerably. And then a final attempt. Well, actually, I have to do a calculation here, right? Something 2 times. Because I want to do that only once. F. I was doing the multiplication here. It's multiplying it with the LC0. And then putting that in RBP minus 8. And in RAX, it seems. It's using RAX. It's putting it back on the stack again. Man, this non-optimized stuff is so bad. This is the shortest version so far. But yeah, then we use arc times arc. Yeah, don't see much here. I think that this should probably work just fine. Certainly for built-in types. I'm just worried about if you pass something big like a matrix, a custom matrix, and you square that, then it's not going to be very optimal. The main thing I wanted to test is if the copy elation is not done. But to see that, I suppose I'll have to create a class. Let's try that. Make a struct A. We use that. A. And then multiplied by something. Well, I believe that that's going to be done once. Just pass it like that. And now you have to add an. Now, usually I would say this. Damn it. A. Usually I define an operator like that only. To define this. Wait, that's nonsense. That has to be. Okay, it's not compiling. Why not? Oh, because I still don't have an operator multiplying. So then we have here a friend a operator multiply a cons reference a1 comma a cons reference a2. And then a result copied from A1, return R, R multiply with A2. So it's running 42 once in the copy constructor, which is because I said do that, and didn't inline that thing, so we can literally see where and when that the copy constructor is being called, just by seeing that it's being called. So here we have F copies. Here calls a copy constructor once, and it calls a square a, which is this thing, which calls operator multiply, which is this thing, which calls again a copy constructor. So I see two copy constructors being called. Studios, yeah. I'm running a utils thing. I want those to be perfect. Can't just throw something in my utils library without that it is something that I will never have to look at it again. I'm not sure why this is calling the copy constructor twice. You start at F, yeah, it does return it, of course. Difficult. Square A. Yeah, let's try what I did before. Still just calling it twice. think we lost one. See, now we have only one copy constructor. Only here. And I'm afraid that the reason is that I'm passing it by const reference now instead of by value. This copy constructor is removed, the return, because of the compilation rule. But yeah, the square gets a reference, which means that pass a reference to the A. So it's just not the case that you can have a cascade of compilations apparently, where you pass an argument and then return the same argument and nothing gets copied. Especially when this is again an argument. So theoretically the caller would put something on the stack, which is this argument. That argument is then passed by value to square. Yeah, that needs a copy, right? It's not even a compilation thing that will definitely copy. So we'll just have to pass this by const reference, I'm afraid. Or maybe I should begin with const reference here to begin with. But yeah, that won't make any difference, I guess. Now f is just calling square, and square is calling copy constructor and operator times, which does its stuff. That's it. So it's still the same thing. No, I don't know. I get the feeling that this is the best for objects. I'll just specialize it for built-in types, I think. It sucks, but let's see if we can add that concept. Oh yeah. Just make something long so I don't get any collisions. I call my stuff concept usually. Let's call it concept. Then we do that or something. And then we have here And I'm going to do a const reference here. And then the result here. Constructed from argument. Result multiplied with the argument and return the result. Penalty that avoids a copy constructor by passing a const reference. But now we are not happy because now you need optimization to get anything reasonable for built-in types. But I suppose that it might be more restrictive if I add. Can I add a specialization here for built-in types, which also have that? I guess it's going to be what is that called? Ambiguous. What was that called? Integral. Yeah, well, I'm not convinced, but who knows? It will work. So we just do this and then hope that it is a specialization. Yeah, this is ridiculous. It is code duplication. What I need is a concept that is true for integral or floating point. Let's call it a concept built in. I had another concept somewhere that just checked the size. So not necessarily a built-in type, but something that has the same size as a built-in. I mean, then of course copying is no problem. It's not like is integral. There must be an is integral, I think. and then value, but I can assume that this version also exists. Type traits and concepts. Definitely need concepts also. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of to begin with. But yeah, okay. Let's try this. Oh, didn't know you could do this. Oh, this requires. It's just type name. Okay. So then this changes into a requires, and for an arbitrary type name. Now I'll have to see this work, but you'll never know. Amazing. Impressive. Nou ja, I don't know. No errors. I guess it works. So we have here now a square. And that takes the built-in version, I suppose, because that is a floating point. What was next? We have a line piece. I need more line pieces. We need in plot.h point circle text. I need to make a class line piece here now. Public line piece. But this line piece is the one that we just made in Cairo window. And then we have we use this constructor of this thing, but also add a new constructor which takes the same arguments as the base class. In addition to a shared standard shared pointer to the draw object. I don't have draw line pieces. We do have a line. I think I can use that here. const reference draw object, and then we pass those arguments to the base class. And we are going to have a draw object, which then is assigned from that. So I'll have to add that, so we have a private, but plot can access it, mutable, shared thing draw object, in addition to whatever the base class had. And then the plot needs to be extended with the line piece. Well, right now we have. Shall I remove this already? These lines? No, not yet. Let's see, where's my text? Picked the wrong thing apparently. Text. Yeah, create text. No discard. Don't you discard this return value. Line piece. Create line. And then layer. And then the arguments that are required to construct a thing, which is this line piece. So I would say everything except that. It's just this. And style. The style is whatever you have to pass to draw line, which is a line style apparently. That's probably draw line style then. Line style. Yeah, and that was going to replace, I think, the add line. So no, I'm confused. Well, yeah, it's going to replace the existing add line, and then here a new add line will come. Because let me see what we actually had to pass. Point. These are the arguments that we actually want to pass. It's kind of replacing that. Create a line. Yeah, so this is a cairo point. And this one. Form 2, draw line sign, that was correct. But there's a line extend extra argument. Pretty much replaces this for now. Yeah, so I only renamed the add text to the create text. I'm gonna need both. I don't want to do this. Let's try to fill that in immediately. So here I'm going to need to have I'm not sure. I think just the line piece. More headlines. Yeah, okay. Where does the line extent go to? Oh. Yeah, we need all of this. It's replacing this, more or less. I better just copy it. I don't know what to do with this function yet. I need another add line. Think about I'm having code duplication like crazy, but let's start with copying it, pasting that here. Because what we really need is to create one that is there. Now we can create a line piece from the X1, Y1, etc. Using one line style. The line extend is then used to potentially update the X1 on X1, Y1, X2, Y2. And then make shared. Should have converted everything. Actually, it's just this same make shared. Yes. So this make shared returns a standard shared pointer to the draw line, which was assigned to the new draw object of this class. And yeah, so we just pass a standard shared pointer to the draw object here. And then we return a new class which is containing the construction data and a shared pointer to the draw object. So if you destroy the thing that is being returned, then it's removed from the plot. I think I got this one right. But then we had an add line. This add line is another add line, but this add line then should now take an already existing line piece. And then that determines the lifetime. So we don't construct it, you already have it. I just return it now. I don't return it, but draw from the draw object of that thing that we passed. However, I have to peek at another function, I think. Draw object. Yeah, I have to. I do have to make the share. Make share. Oops. No, indeed. Sorry. Right. Yeah, and then the code duplication sucks big time. be Manu. Okay, man. It's late. Go to bed. Bedtime. You said I tried out your identity today. I'm not sure what you refer to though. No. So I guess I'll see on Discord what you meant. Okay, I lost track. Let's switch to fixed and compile errors. Expected class name, missing header, line piece. No, not that one. Let's put one here. Line piece. Maybe draw a line as well. So we'll see. Purple, 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 and then the first error. Reference to non-static member function must be called. Missing parenthesis. From, yeah, missing parenthesis, or just adding a thingy. Warning, non-void function does not return a value. Missing return. ISO C+11 does not allow access declarations. Use using declarations instead. Missing using, I guess. what is this? Up. Error, use of undeclared identifier range. Oh. So it has to be an actual member function. Checking, we already have a private. Add that one as well. No, I did not switch color theme. There are no matching constructor for initialization of line piece. If it looks more vibrant than what you have if you copied my stuff, then that's because probably I'm using the result of C tags to highlight stuff, which is, I think, vaguely described also on my GitHub about this, but I can explain if you confirm that you actually did that. Or otherwise, if you're not mistaken, then maybe before I didn't have shortly my C-tags. Excusez-moi. I'll just show you. So if I remove my whole build directory, then it looks like this. So just void and double is green, and auto, const yellow, but variables and classes are all pale. So this is what you get if you just copy my Vim installation without doing the CTag trick. Well, then I run make ctags, which says no such file or directory. What the hell? Build doesn't exist. I first have to make it. Build is not a directory. What the hell? No, build's not a directory. No, it doesn't exist. Hello, I have to configure now first. Okay, now I have a build again, so now I can make ctags. And then if you look at what make actually is, that's a bash function, and if I type ctags, it's doing this. So it does run ctags, and then it runs gentags, which reads the text file that was generated by ctags, and then sorts it, makes it unique, and writes it to the builder tags tags.vim file. So it generates this. These are classes. These are enums. These are functions. These are macros, members. Yep, so that's a lot of syntax highlighting that was generated there. And gentags is a script that I wrote. It's in my home directory bin. I think it's in my GitHub as well. And yeah, then of course this is loaded as well somewhere. I've got where, but somewhere deep in my Vim configuration, it checks if this file exists, and if it exists, it sources it. Otherwise, we'd still not see it, of course. You can just generate a file, but that doesn't do much. So then, if now we edit this file, it looks totally green suddenly, because now functions get a name and classes get a color, I mean. All those things get colors. Yeah, it's not perfect, but sometimes it's just by string, you know. If it's colored green, it's colored green. And then if you use it as a class and as a function, then too bad. Still get one color. No matching member function from call to add line. Okay, so now there are two options, and the easiest option to begin with is not deleting it, but changing add to create, because then I don't have to change the arguments. But these are no discard, so I have to use whatever it returns. Well, now it should not need anymore to remove lines, and in fact even I should remove the remove lines, of course. Lifetime is now determined in a different way. No more lines. And then here it should be gone as well, but we have an add curve. It still uses it. That sucks. And this one, yeah. Uh, I can fix this one. I don't want to, damn it. I just want to see it work right now. I'll work, compile. Reference to type point could not bind to an R value of type double. Oh, that's the thing that's still add line actually. It's the one that I had to fix. Reference to type, same thing. And this too, perpendicular too, yep. My God, why so many? Now met a constructor for initialization of line piece. Cannot constructor not viable, no conversion from const cairo window point to const point for first argument. Missing namespace. So that's the wrong point. Yeah, that compiled. So now everything broke because I commented out a lot of stuff. I have a circle and text and something. I don't have a curve and I don't have my directional lines, I think. So, yeah, it's just everything we have, but mostly works. Let's begin with the lines that are defined by normal, which is all of this stuff that you just commented out. Maybe we should first test at least at one instance to create a line piece. So we create that outside it from H and P1. A line piece taking a point. Sorry, H is a point, and P1 is a point. Yeah, it's just 2 points. Line piece from 2 points. Yep, that should work. And then we don't have this, but you just add it. And then we don't pass H and P1, what I pass thing that we already have. That should compile as well. And it doesn't. That line in missing, that's weird. What is wrong? Huh? Why am I twice in the same directory? Line piece. What was I looking for? Add line. Add line from a line piece here. Line start, line extend. Well, I didn't give it a default, I think. What's the problem? Let's see. Add line. Lay a line piece, line start, line extend. Add line. Line piece. Line start, line. It totally has. What is this? Put it to the pointer const reference layer. Line piece const reference plot line piece store line style line extend width. Don't see the problem. Add line. No idea why this is not compiling. Let's look at the error a little bit closer. No matching member function will call to add line. Candidate function not viable. No known conversion from line piece to const. Oh, again, that's the same thing. Missing namespace somewhere. But. But it should be a line piece. Did I not add a line piece? Of course I added a line piece here. No, I mean here. Line piece. Absolutely don't see it. Yeah. The one that should be called is this one. Line 187. Candidate function not viable. No known conversion from line piece to const line piece for second argument. Very bad error, because the real problem is that one of these is in a different namespace. So I think I should have printed the namespace. It's kind of a bug in the compiler. Especially since I don't know which is which now. I think I get it, yeah. My mistake, of course. My bad memory. This must be a plot line piece. Very, 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 very unclear error. Really. Oh god, that worked. Well, make this one work. How? I guess I just have to add it. I think this is where I want to use the direction vector though. Let's begin with that. I have a direction. Direction is constructed from two doubles. No. It's not. In a minute. Oh, that's just theta. Minus the sine of theta. So it must be. Should be using this one. Minus theta, I guess. I want to do this. No, I might as well use theta. Clearly, this is depending on theta. Yeah, good enough. And then my add line must take a direction. I call it normal actually here. It's the normal to the line. And then that is being used, and NX and Y is being used here. To create a hyperplane, aka a line. No, I'm lazy or tired. And what about this part? Now I have a direction. No. It's an add line. That's also a create line actually, the way it is now. This is create line. I'm going to have also an add line for a normal line, I guess, instead of a line piece, or what is it? This is anyway. Let me change this to create line. And that is going to return a line. It's not a line piece. Yeah, and then once I have line, I can also make an add line to add a line like that. And then here we have the line that we're going to return, which I'm just call plot line. Which is then constructed, it's very much like this, from the whatever we had here. Don't you have my line yet? But okay, I think I'm going to construct it from the normal and the point, and that's it. But also pass an construction line make shared, which is actually just this. That should work. I still need my line object now, and this must be the create line and return line. I think that takes a normal. That's going to return a line, create line, and then it is a thing that must be not discarded, and we will move it up on the other ones and give it a comment. Create and draw a line perpendicular to normal and through point using line style. Hopefully I'm getting an error now for a non-existing line. Hello. Error unknown type name line. Good, good, good. No type name direction in namespace. That's just a missing header, I think. Should be. Yep, and the line is missing here. So you make a clause line. Which, yeah, that line also still must be created, I'm afraid. So this one is public. Using the base class constructors as well as the same things, but I don't have the line yet. Oh boy, God. There's all kinds of different lines. Okay, we're going to just construct this thing from a direction, which is actually a normal, and a point. That's it. And then now add to that, yeah, where I really have to say the word that comes from, namespace. Print mutable draw, also draw line, and this thing must have a standard. Yes, actually the same thing. Yes, up there, and then we can pass that to the constructor. Normal, comma, point, and the draw object assignment. And then I still have to define this line. That doesn't exist either. We have a line piece, but not a line. So I'm gonna copy the point here. Copy it, steal code from it. And this line has a direction, which is actually a normal, and a point that we go to. I'll just call it point, I'm afraid. And then when we have a constructor, direction, const reference normal, and point, const reference point. Yeah, well, normal, point, and the usual accessors. No, let's call that normal. Turn normal. And point. Turn point. Missing header now, of course, because I just added this header and never included. Expected something. All those typos. Double X. Oh, I didn't finish this one. Direction. Constructed direction from a line piece. I should do it the other way around, right? Implement this one in terms of that one. Because the line piece just gives me 2 points to and from. So I'm going to call line piece 2 and line piece from. But yeah, then I have to implement this. So yeah, yep. It's I don't know, man. I can construct a difference. It's just not a unit vector then. Yeah. So it should be able to construct a direction from a line. But it's not a normal. I need to rotate the normal by 90 degrees. So really we should construct the line. Take a y, comma, line dot normal dot x, and then one of them must be negative. It's kind of depends, of course, on how my normal was pointing. Normal, it's just only as a normal. I don't know, just put a minus in front of this one until further notice. Unknown type named line. Oh, is that not going to be a problem? Line is using a direction. So that would be a circular header dependency. I'll have a direction and a point here. It's a very connected line. Yep, so can't do that. Yeah, to forward declare it. And then we can't do this. We'll have to do that in a separate file, which doesn't exist yet. Unknown type name point. No matching constructor initialization of cairo window direction. Must be 2 points. It's kind of weird. I want to be able to do this. Of course, direction is 2 doubles. Just add it. What was the error? No viable conversion from direction to const line piece. So not getting it. Trying to pass a direction here to add line together with a point. Layer direction point line style. Oh, it's completely vanished. Yeah, that's because it is create. Too many arguments. Expected the most 4 have 5. Same thing. This has been changed to create line. Guess we have all the lines back. Not sure what this line is. What is that? It's not horizontal, it's not vertical, it's not parallel to the symmetry line, it's not perpendicular to the symmetry line, it's not crossing through P1 and another point. It's just there, sticking out its tongue to me. Nobody knows what it really is. I'm gonna comment out this one. It should be a vertical line though. I don't think I saw one that is vertical. No, it's through P1. Not very clear about this, but yeah, no, it's just my vertical line here is missing. That's not what we wanted. That's not the one. Something through P1. Horizontal line through P1, this one maybe? No, no. That's just now this was a line piece which is now missing, and this thing is still there. Now it's gone. So that was the line, the mystery line. Line through P1 perpendicular to the symmetry line. No, I don't think so. It wasn't. Something went wrong. So yeah, this should have been minus theta. I thought it didn't matter, but apparently it clearly does. Yep, now it's good again. Cool. No, my curve is still gone. This would not even compile. I want to have it at least compile. Shall I just delete it? What a work. Well, this is the last one. Class curve. Right. I'm going to make a curve first, I think. Nou ja. Yeah, I don't have that yet. I don't have a draw curve. I just draw lines. In the end, I want it. And I want it. Guess we need it. I want to have it looking very similar. Something is off though. I don't know. It's kind of weird that. I mean, you would basically this is the constructor of that plus a shared pointer. And this one is a default constructor, and then I can add points afterwards. But to create a curve with a default constructor, aka no vector of points, just the draw curve is, well, bullshit. That would mean that we would draw a curve with no points. By the time you want to construct this thing and actually have a curve that you draw, then it needs to have points now. But I don't know, making copies of the standard vector here, which I don't like at all. Could be a lot of points. So it just feels weird. But yeah, that's the constructor. Mutable curve objects. Well, it's a class. Apart from that, it's using a class that doesn't exist yet. Draw curve. I lost it again. Let me just compile and see where it goes wrong. Expected the class name. Doesn't know that. Well, curve. And then we get no memory curve in namespace, cairo draw. Yeah, that's what I said. Guess I'll just have to add one then. Draw curve. Maybe should have looked at grid instead. Mm. I'm getting tired of it for today. I think I'm gonna stop. Not compiling. Falling asleep. The only thing I can still do is play chess. He's gonna take here. He's not taking there. Why? Yeah. If he takes here and I take back, I will lose a bishop. Or I could take here, and if I take back, I'll lose a bishop here. But if I take here, I'm going to win a rook. That's worth a bishop. Except my pawn is hanging. Yeah, he either has to take here, or he has to take here. So I'm just take here. And now I still have the same problem, and I'm not threatening anything. Is that an oops? Pretty much. Kind of. I think I'll just go here. I don't know why. It feels like unknotting. I drop this, but I attack that one. If he takes here, I attack his queen. And then he can still go away, and then we are equal again. Or are we not? And I'm threatening a fork. This guy is threatening a fork, and he just starts taking stuff. I guess you could pin it and then take, but nah. Maybe. You could move it with a check. I'd take it anyway. And then he takes my bishop. Oh, that's not good. Let's take here. And now his queen is in, and his bishop is attacked. And I'm already +1. Oh, it's not +1. But Could take here and then I'm a piece up, so then he's going to take there. And then I don't know. Hold that, I don't know. I'm just going to retrieve this one. He takes there. Not good. Damn it. I could attack the queen, then he's going to take here, and then I take there. And yeah, that's good. This wins a piece. No, it doesn't. He takes here, and then if I take there, I'm going mate. Because he gives a check like this. Shit. Is he going to see it? That is the question. There's nothing I can do about that. Check. Nope. It's mate. Can't take the bishop. So you can just take here, threaten to give check like this. Well-known pattern. If I go there, it's made immediately. If I go there, he gives check with the knight, and then I go back and I give double check. And if I go there, it's made again. And if I go there, he gives check here with the queen protected by the knight, and then I have to take with the rook, and then the knight goes here, and that's made. And he's thinking so long that he might be seeing it. Or maybe he isn't. I don't know. Hey, Saiful. Yeah, I'm not going to take your bishop. I really, really don't want to take that risk. Man, this sucks. And he's +1. I can't even go there or take something or whatever. Probably have to move my rook. He's trying to give check there and there. Oh no. What I can do is move my bishop back. No, I couldn't. Now he can take here. And I can't take back because then I lose my rook. Well, that's mate. Fuck! I really don't want to lose this game. It makes me depressed. Of course he's going to give check. Can't put my bishop in front of it. Or I can give check there. Equally good, but he did pin his bishop now. That's a minor plus. Yeah, I'm 4 points behind now, so this is absolute horror. Of course he should give check, and then he take it, and he takes back, and then I have absolutely nothing. Oh, that's interesting. No, not really. He's still attacking this. Jesus Christ. And attacking that. Oh, this gives away another pawn. Yeah, oh well. No, actually not. Well, yes, well, maybe not. If he takes it, he has a check here, but I could take here, and then if he takes there, I take this rook with mate. So that rook cannot take my rook. Well, actually it can. But, I mean, if the bishop was gone. I mean, if I take here, it can't take it. Yes, I have to go there. That is pretty clear. Now he's moving that way, yeah. Guess I can do nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, that's lame. Maximum lameness. I can still take it anyway. I guess I should just resign here. The lameness of it all. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Now I can win a pawn. Very good. And if I don't, he pushes it and then still nothing. I'm just gonna win this pawn. Stop me win this pawn. 34, 33, 32, 31. Maybe I win on time. I don't know what he's doing. He's going backwards. Probably scared to run out of time. Yeah, well, that is ultra lame. This really lame. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Threaten to take the bishop. I think this guy couldn't win with just 6 pawns. I mean, he needs both 3 pawns. He just needs them both. Okay, so now what? It's still not made, but pretty almost. I still have this square here. I don't think I'm going to get rid of that point quite easily. Yeah, that didn't help. Let's go here. Yeah, almost stalemate position, yes. Well, he's moving the rook, and now I have this square again, and that square. Yeah, this is never going to work. Never. Push the pawn. He's pushing that pawn. Okay, I'm taking here. The queen comes. See, when is it stalemate? If the queen is here. So, I don't know what to do. Take this pawn. Oh no, now he's going to give check, 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 because he's so afraid that it's going to be stalemate. Okay, queen here. No. Still no stalemate. Huh? Still no stalemates. Okay, let's use the bishop. You see, this guy is going to give check every move because he doesn't want to risk stalemate. No, oh, rook here to cut me off. It's so lame. Okay. I can't play chess. I can't play chess. One more game and then I go to bed. Maybe I should play 5 minutes. 5-0. Then at least I can play them through the clock. Let's try this. Try to get them through the clock. Yeah. No, let's castle first. What the heck is this? Yeah, he takes with the rook. Okay, now I'm surprised. Oh no. No, 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 no. Don't tell me. I fucked up again? Seriously? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yep. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, the bloody knight is on it. Did not see that. Oh, it's going to take here. I should resign. No, nice.